Hello, Seiiti Arata. Just like many people who follow our Arata Academy channel, you've probably been dreaming about opening your own business. Maybe you've already started planning or saving your money or imagining what's going to be like when you finally open your doors. This is a very exciting moment. It's filled with possibilities. But there is something crucial that you need to know before you take that big step. And this is something that could make all the difference between success and failure. You might be thinking that what you need to have is a nice logo, a nice name, a beautiful place, the perfect location, a great product, or enough initial money. Well, that's what most people believe, and that's why exactly so many businesses fail within their first year. What you need actually is something far more fundamental. You need to have a deep understanding of your customers before you even get started. Now, this is about protecting your dream. This is about building something that actually works by understanding customer development. Customer development is a process I will explain shortly. You will avoid the painful experience of creating something that basically nobody wants to buy. If you're ready to get your business started in the right way, let's dive in. Let me share a story, use some storytelling to illustrate this point. Imagine Alice. After graduating college, Alice spent 3 years working abroad. She went to Singapore and Hong Kong. She worked as a waitress and she was in different restaurants, working really hard. And during this time, she was saving carefully every single dollar. And also the exchange rate helped a lot, so that money would be worth a lot when she would come back home. But there's something else that was pretty interesting in that Asia experience. She fell in love with the boba tea culture. I don't know if you know about boba tea, also called bubble tea. It is a very popular drink, originated in Taiwan, and it spread throughout Asia, became a global phenomenon. Right, it's pretty trendy right now. It is a customizable drink that combines tea with some chewy tapioca pearls, some black, small, gummy-like balls that stay on the bottom of the drink. And some shops also sell with jellies, grass-flavored, fruit-flavored jellies. So you have basically endless possibilities to create your perfect drink. And like many entrepreneurs, Alice initially planned to go all in, to rent an expensive storefront in a busy shopping mall, to buy commercial-grade equipment worth thousands of dollars, to stock up on expensive supplies, original material. This would mean that she would have also to rent on a long-term lease, pay those monthly payments, invest in very expensive renovations, hire multiple staff members before serving one single customer. Just imagine the decoration of the place and the security deposit for 1 month of rent. That would be her entire life savings. But instead of doing that, she did something different. She started just with a simple cart in a weekend market, just testing 3 flavors. She was not hiring anybody. She would do everything herself. Her entire initial investment was less than 1 month of rent if she would be in the shopping mall. And what happened, the discoveries were life-changing. Her small experience was revealing to her something crucial, that while initially she thought she would have to give the authentic Taiwanese experience, the authentic Taiwanese boba tea with the tapioca pearls, that's the style that she enjoyed in Asia, her local customers didn't know, they didn't care, they had different preferences. They found the original tapioca, these traditional tapioca pearls, too chewy. The subtle tea flavors were too mild. They loved the homemade jellies. They were colored, they were sweet, they had local fruit flavors. They were more familiar with that. Just think of the value of this type of insight. If she would discover this after signing all the contracts, she would be stuck with very expensive contracts for importing tapioca pearls that people didn't want, specialized equipment designed to make those traditional boba tea exactly in the traditional way, you can see. And she would be serving drinks that wouldn't be selling. She would have to be forcing people to buy the type of drink that they didn't want. She would have to reinvent her menu, get new equipment, and pay thousands in rent and salaries while she was not profitable. All those imported ingredients would be very expensive for her, while if she would be doing those homemade jellies that were more popular, easier, and have better profit margins, that would be the right way to go. So instead of doing all that, she just started with a cart. She was minimal approach. She would, if it didn't work, she could on the next weekend change a little bit, change locations, change flavors. If the business would fail completely, she would just lose a small amount of money instead of losing her entire life savings. Do you understand? So this small scale testing would give her the freedom to experiment, to learn without the crushing pressure of high fixed costs. So by starting small, Alice discovered exactly what her customers wanted before even she would make big investments. So if you want to build a successful business while you avoid wasting time, wasting money, you need to understand this: customer development. This approach is different from what most people do. Instead of focusing only on creating the perfect product in your mind, you start by asking, by understanding the people who actually buy it. Steve Blank tells us very clearly this concept is so important to avoid costly mistakes. It starts with a very simple idea. Before you build anything, you have to make sure there are people who actually want to buy it. If your testing will prove you that there is a way for you to make it happen, then you go ahead. And to do this effectively, you need to focus on 4 key questions. Does a real problem exist? Will people pay for a solution? Can you create that solution profitably? And are you ready to sell? These questions seem basic, but answering them honestly can save your business. Let me show you how to put this into practice. You will start by identifying what you think you know about your business. So these are your assumptions, and you need to test these assumptions. You have to create a simple, low-cost way to test your idea. This is what we call a prototype. This could be, in our example, a weekend pop-up shop with a small service offering, a very basic version of your product. And then you will talk to real potential customers, not your friends, not your family, people who will actually buy from you. And then these people, you're going to ask them very specific questions about their needs, about their preferences, and you listen carefully about their answers. Even when these answers are challenging your assumptions, you're going to use this feedback to refine your offering before you make bigger investments. And remember, this is not just about you avoiding failure. This is about you actually building something that people truly want. This customer development, when you understand your customers deeply, you create a foundation for lasting success. You stop guessing, you start knowing what they actually want, what will work. This method is really empowering. Instead of risking everything on untested assumptions, now you learn, you adapt before you make big commitments. You build confidence through real evidence, not just from your hope, your ideas, your enthusiasm. If you want to succeed in your business, you need to think differently about how you work, how you start, how you learn. You have to develop your ability to get new skills. You have to first focus on understanding your customers, what they need. This is apparently a slow approach in the beginning, but it will make your business success faster when you actually implement. If you want to learn more about how to make smart business decisions, you can visit the link arata.se/intelligence. I'll teach you how to think better, how to adapt faster, how to have more success in your business. Your brain is your most valuable asset, so you need to learn how to use it effectively.